to another Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. Is the you actually back? I'll talk about that coming up here in a couple of minutes, but first, I want to talk about what you missed on Sunday if you didn't watch the Pennzoil 400 from Las Vegas for the NASCAR Cup Series. By the way, if you jump on here live, feel free to leave a comment down below. Make sure you give the video a like, a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so and share the video on all social media platforms. Hey there, Austin. Glad to have you here, but I saw earlier today that, again, this past Sunday, the NASCAR Cup Series race drew in a TV rating of more than 3 million people watching. They've been up in every race so far this year. They're averaging about 2 million more viewers per week than they did last year. So NASCAR is slowly starting to grow back to where it used to be. It's going fantastic. Austin, thank you for asking. And I'm so glad to see it because I love NASCAR. And all they needed was better talent. And they finally gotten it from top to bottom. But so far this year, only the Bees have won races. Of course, we had William Byron winning Daytona. And then we had Christopher Bell winning 3 straight races at Atlanta, COTA, and Phoenix. And then this Sunday at Las Vegas, we had Christopher Berry. So we've had Berry, Byron, and Bell. So now we got to get Blaney and Busher and Bush and Bowman to all win a race to see how long we keep the Bees going. But Josh Berry got his first career win and only his 5th start for the Wood Brothers in that 21 car. And the funny thing is, speaking of Bees, the last 4 drivers who have won a race in that 21 car for the Wood Brothers are Trevor Bayne, Ryan Blaney, Harrison Burton, and now Josh Berry. So I thought Josh Berry was going to have a pretty good season, and I thought that he had a pretty good shot to even sneak up and win a race, but I didn't think he was going to win it in his 5th race, especially not only is it only his 5th race with the 21 team, but his crew chief is a brand new crew chief. This is his first year as a crew chief. So you've got a first-year crew chief and a driver making his 5th start in that 21 car, and they went out and won. And it wasn't a fluky win. He won the race. Hey there, M-Dot. Glad you're here. Daniel Suarez comes home 2nd, followed by Ryan Preece, William Byron, Ross Chastain. Ryan Preece got his best finish so far in the 60 car for Roush Fenway Keselowski. Hey there, Sakuna. Glad you're here. Austin Cindric, 6th. Alex Bowman, AJ Allmendinger, Kyle Larson, and Chase Elliott rounded out the top 10. Back at it this Sunday, we have the Straight Talk Wireless 400 Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time from Homestead, Miami. Race number 6 of the season. Of course, long-time NASCAR fans know that Homestead Miami Speedway was the final race of the season for years and years and years and years, and now it's race number 6. Hey there, KJ. Glad to have you here. But is the U back? I'll tell you why I asked that question. It's because Carson Beck claimed that he went to Miami and his Lamborghini got stolen in about the first week there. So we always know and we've always heard that back when Miami was really good at football, and I mean consistently good, not one double-digit win season under Mark Richt, and then one double-digit win season this past season under Cristobal, but consistently good every year. They were known as having the thugs and all that kind of good stuff. So maybe it's a sign of things to come if Carson Beck goes there and gets his Lamborghini stolen right away. Hey there, One Love. Glad to have you here. He also lost his girlfriend, so he goes to Miami, and in about 2 weeks' time, he gets his car stolen and loses his girlfriend. But I think she hurt him more than helped him, because she was consistently always being talked about, wanting to be with him. I think that them breaking up, whether it was him, her, whatever, is actually going to help him. Hey there, Eli. Glad to have you here. And KJ, I'm talking about Carson Beck, because he transferred from Georgia to Miami and has not played a game for the Hurricanes yet, but says that his Lamborghini got stolen and he lost his girlfriend in his first 2 weeks down in Miami. Hey there, Sophie. Glad to have you here. And hey there, Stray Bullets. Good to have you here. But also, I read an article. I don't know if anybody else saw this or not. And by the way, Stray, if you don't like looking at my sexy face, you can always just close your eyes and still listen to my beautiful voice. And hey there, Dan. Glad to have you here. But, you always read these articles online, and you don't know when they're true, when they're not, because a lot of people, especially writers, they'll just put articles out just to see who will read them, how many folks will read them, how many folks will believe them. But I read an article, I believe it was on Sunday, that said that DJ Lagway was offered $4.5 million to transfer to Georgia. That's what Georgia offered him. And DJ Lagway said no and decided to stay at Florida. I don't know if that's true or not. We can talk about the Chiefs or the Eagles, KJ, if you'd like to. What would you like me to say about the Chiefs or the Eagles? I'll say this. I think the Chiefs, I think their dynasty is over this upcoming season. I'm not sure they win 10 games. They've been really, really good, and they're still going to be consistently good as long as they have Reed as their head coach. But I think their days of dominance are over. And I did talk about the Super Bowl. I believe it was either the night it ended or the next day I got on here and talked about the Eagles winning. I didn't talk about it a whole lot because I did 3 different videos leading up to the game where I said the Eagles were going to win. So the game went just how I expected. I thought the Eagles would win, and they did. They may have won by more than I thought they would. I thought the game would be a little closer than what it was. But considering I picked the Eagles to win and the Eagles won, the game went just like I thought it would. But I think the Chiefs' days of dominating are over with. This upcoming season, they might win 10 games, and that's pushing it. That's a stretch. But I'll say they win 10, and that's it. But I think the Chiefs' dominating days are in the past. They're over with. They're done. But if this article about DJ Lagway is true, that tells you, first of all, if it is true that Georgia has no confidence in Gunnar Stockton, because I can promise you, if this article is true, they're not going to pay DJ Lagway $4.5 million to come in and ride the bench. If you're paying him $4.5 million, you're paying him to come be your starter. So if that is true, I think that's bad for Georgia because they have no confidence in Gunnar Stockton. Hey there, Jalen. Glad to have you here. But also, I don't know if it is true because, like I said, for one, writers just put out stuff just to see who all reads it. But also, it would be hard for people to convince me that DJ Lagway would turn down that money, not just because of the money, but also because as of right now, he's got a much better chance of winning anything of relevance, whether it's a conference championship, a playoff game, whatever, he's got a much better shot at winning that at Georgia than he does right now at Florida. So if you can make more money by going to Georgia and be on a better team and have a better chance of competing to win national championships, may not win one, but you've at least got a good chance. You got a whole lot better chance at Georgia than you do at Florida. So it's hard for me to believe that he's going to turn down the money and the chance to win to stay at Florida. But if that is true, then Georgia has no confidence in Gunnar Stockton because they're not paying DJ Lagway $4.5 million to come ride the bench. If you're offering him that much money, it's to be your starter. But I'm just not sure that I believe the article. I just wanted to bring it up and mention it to see if anybody else saw that article or believes that article. Personally, I don't. Austin, I will go back and watch it as soon as I finish this video. Any thoughts on any of this, please feel free to let me know. Hey there, Keveron. Glad you stopped by tonight. All of you that commented, make sure you, if you have not subscribed, to please do so. And make sure you give the video a like and a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. What kind of pants does a psychic wear? A pair of normal pants. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.